Good morning guys, it's me Sandy. Today I am here with a ram pump. This pump can pump water up to a certain height without any external powering equipment. That fact, this pump does not use any external powering equipment make a lot of people to think that it's a free energy equipment. It's not a free energy equipment. Let's check that out. You will understand that when you learn how this pump works. We will make a pump and learn how it works. Before making the ram pump, let's check using a tube up to what height we can take the water from this tank against the gravity. Let's connect this tube directly to the tank. I'm going to open this valve. Water is flowing out. I'm going to lift it. Now the water stops. Look at the water level here. It is up to this level. The tank is having water. This height is called elevation head. Remember that? This height is called elevation head. This is the maximum height we can take water using the pressure of the water, the weight of the water inside the tank. The main part of the ram pump is two check valves like this. Check valves are valves which conducts water only in one direction. In this valve, there is a sleeve inside, there is a valve inside. The valve allows water to pass only in one direction. If water comes in the other direction, the valve blocks the water. Let's check. First of all, we will connect it in the open direction. The arrow is facing towards here. So when we open the water supply, water will just rush because valve allows the water to pass. Now we are going to reposition the valve. Now the arrow is facing in the reverse direction against the flow of water. Let's check what happens. I'm going to open the valve again. Even if I open the valve, it will close eventually and it won't allow the water to pass. That's how the check valve works. And these check valves are 1-inch sized check valves. All the piping I have taken here are 1-inch pipings, so the check valves are also 1 inch. Okay, we will now connect the check valve in a tactical position. I'm using an elbow to make the valve to stand in a vertical position so that I can hold the valve against. I'm going to position this valve in such a way that when water comes from this pipe, the valve closes. The valve is hanging down. I'm using a male threaded adapter to fix this valve to the pipe. And now I am going to open the water supply. Let's see what happens. Normally the valve should close, but I have held it against the gravity. Now I have set the valve in an upright position. Now let's open the valve. The valve is not closing. Instead, it starts to click. It is letting out. It's going very faster. A lot of water and in between it closes. How this is happening? This should not happen. It should actually stop the water. When we are keeping the valve upright, it is not stopping the water. Instead, the valve goes back. Water is pushing the valve upwards, but something is pulling the valve downward in between. What is that? Let's check what is that. That's the tactics behind. That's the trick behind. That's the science behind this ram pump. Let's check what is that. To explain that, we will pass some water through this pipe and suddenly stop it. Watch the pipe while I stop this flow. Okay. The pipe jumps. Something is backfiring through the pipe. Something is backfiring through the pipe. What is that? It is nothing but the momentum of the water which hits up this valve and bounces back. The momentum of the water which is pushing the water is going to hit the valve when I close this valve. Hitting the valve, the momentum will rebound. It will backfire. It will rebound from this valve. Just like a rubber ball hitting the wall and coming back. Not just like that, the rubber ball will come back, but the water molecules will stay here. It is the momentum. It is the energy packet. It is the energy which brought the water, which pushed the water is going to go back. Look. It's a packet of energy is being fired backfired. That packet of energy, that effect, that going back of momentum is called water hammering. Water hammer. It's just like a hammer. The force goes back like a hammer. A sudden force goes back. That is called water hammer. This water hammer effect is utilized in ramp pump. Our valve is being pulled back by. In this condition, in this case, water will come through the pipe and hit the valve. The momentum will go back. That will pull the water down from the valve. Along with the water, the valve also goes down. Assisted by gravity, valve stays down for a while. What happens after the water hammer passes? Water hammer will generate here and will pass through the pipe and will go to the source. After that, water remains. It is a push of the water from the tank remains. Water comes again to the valve, hits the valve, closes the valve. Water hammer happens again. Valve opens again. Water hammer happens again, and the valve is also going to open again. Once the valve is opened, water hammer passes. Water will come back and hit the valve. That process repeats. That is being utilized in this ramp pump. You will understand how we are going to utilize this water hammer effect. Let's take the water hammer out of this tube and utilize it. For that, we will make small changes in this setup. We will add a T-joint here, lift it a little up by adding another 1-inch PVC pipe. And now we are going to set the second valve here. We are going to set the check valve in such a way that it will allow the water to pass in this direction upwards. That is the arrow facing upwards. For that, we will add an MTA, a male threaded adapter here, and place the valve in such a way that arrow is facing upwards. The setup is like that. If water comes from downwards, this valve will allow the water to pass upwards, but it won't let the water to go back. Whatever the water which is coming upwards, it will be kept above this valve. I am going to extend it little more upwards by adding another MTA and a PVC piece. And now I am going to fix a small tube this end. This side we will connect it to the source. Let's see what happens when I open the valve. Water will come through our pipe because this valve is open. That valve is closed, water hits here, and that ender section is inert, nothing is happening. Water is coming up, our valve is allowing the water to pass. Now let's lift the tube up. What happens? Our water stopped. Now this is the water level. Our entire setup is open and the water is standing at this level. It is only up to this level water is inside this tank. That's our elevation head. The height that gravity can pump water. The water held against gravity has potential energy. The potential energy of the water inside this tank can pump water only up to here. That's the elevation head. Now let's try starting the ramp pump. Oh, water is going up and it is coming down in pulses. A little water is coming out. That's what is happening here. At each clicking off, at each closing of this valve, a water hammer is happening, and water hammering is traveling back through this pipe. Part of the momentum will come upwards through this valve and pushes a little water above this valve. That water is never going to travel back because this valve is a check valve. It will check the flow of water from the upside. Whatever the amount of water coming to this section of this pump is going to remain here, and more water is going to come through this valve to the top. Every beating of the pump, a pulse of water is being discharged from the tube tip. That's how we make use of this ramp. Our usual ramp has a bottle above this, and we will fix the bottle also, and we'll see what happens to this ramp pump after fixing the bottle. A fully built ramp pump has a bottle over it. We will fix that bottle also, and we will check what this bottle does to the ramp pump. Okay, let's change the setup again. We'll fix a T over this one and fix the bottle above it. Fixing a bottle to a 1-inch PVC pipe is very easy. First you cut the lid like this and heat up the PVC and fix the bottle together with the lid and mold it. Now we will take the out. I have fixed a ball valve here and we will fix the out towards the end of this. This is a fully built ramp pump. Now let's start the ramp pump again. Have a look at the bottle when I start the ramp pump. Now it is crumbled. What is going to happen to the bottle? Wow! Instantly the bottle inflated. Our first water hammer just pressed a lot of air into the bottle. The air which was inside this tube. Now let's start the ramp up. Come on. The water is building up in the bottle. The water is getting elevated. The water level is getting elevated in the bottle. There was a full air column in this bottle. Now water is coming up, and that is compressing the air column. If you press the bottle, you can feel the air pressure. Now let's open this valve and let's see what happens to the output of our ram pump. Out of the ram pump has turned into a smooth flow. That's what this bottle does to the ram pump. It increases the efficiency of the ram pump and also make the water flow a smooth one, and thereby reducing damage to the components of the pump. Look, now we have a smooth water flow. This is what happens with the bottle. Okay, let's check what happens with the bottle when we start the ramp. Look, water is coming up and up and up on each switch of the valve, and water stops at certain point. Why this? The water is compressing the air above it. You can feel it from the bottle. Just press it. It is airtight. It is that air column above this water. It is going to work like a shock absorber. With each closing of this valve, water is going to be pushed above this valve. A small module of water is going to be pushed suddenly into this bottle. The water is going to come here and push the air upwards. That will try compressing the air, and the air will slowly come back to the normal position, old position. That air column is going to give a cushioning effect. It is going to work like a shock absorber. That's why our flow got smoothened up there. The water hammer which comes to this bottle will lift the air, will compress the air column for an instant, and the air column is going to come back slowly, just like a shock absorber. That's why this bottle is here. This bottle works as a cushioning. This bottle works as a shock absorber, smoothening the water outlet and totally increasing the efficiency of the water pump. So guys, that's how a ram pump works. And the claim that ram pump is a free energy pump, it's completely wrong. It is from the water hammer. Ram pump draws work. Water hammer is an energy form which is created from the potential energy of water kept inside its tank or from the velocity of a flowing water. This ram pump can be used also in flowing water. And the water hammer is generated either from the water which is kept at a height or a flowing water. That is the energy from the water hammer. It is not a free energy pump. There is energy, always energy. That is the energy is drawn from the potential energy of the water. And we use that energy to tactically pump the water upwards. If you like this video, please like my channel. I will bring more and more videos like this. Until then, bye.